Something happened yesterday. Apple quietly released a new Apple HomePod, and I have mixed feelings about it. Here's everything you need to know about it in under a minute. Quick history on the original Apple HomePod. Apple released it about 5 years ago with some crazy sound technology that some people said was the best they've ever heard, and this thing has a crazy cult following. It, however, was way too expensive and crashed all the time, so Apple discontinued it and favored the HomePod Mini, which is now the only HomePod speaker on their line. This thing is only $100. It still sounds amazing for the size, and it works great as a smart speaker. While the Mini's great, this did leave some people wanting because the Apple HomePod truly did have some of the best sound out there and people couldn't replace them anymore because they were discontinued. That's where the new HomePod 2 comes in. Let's start with the good. They brought the price down from $400 to $300 USD. They've added a whole bunch of new tech for the sound, including better magnets for the speakers, as well as a new sensor and a new processor for the spatial audio technology, which made these things so popular in the first place, where it projects the audio based on where it's placed in the room. This is super promising. And then it has all the updated smart home features, so it works with Thread and Matter, and it also has a built-in humidity and temperature sensor. Fun fact, this is also in the HomePod Mini, and this will be unlocked in the HomePod Mini when the update comes out for the HomePod. Pretty nice. Now let's get into the downsides of this thing. First is it's pretty much exactly the same as the old one. It looks nearly identical. Now, here's the big one. They actually reduced the amount of speakers and reduced the amount of microphones compared to the original HomePod. The idea here is that the new sensors and the new magnets will actually result in the sound quality being better despite the lesser hardware, but we'll just have to see. Hopefully Apple comes through with this one and doesn't make a worse out product for the second generation. So kind of two sides to this one. One, it's kind of a bummer that after all these years of neglecting home speakers, they go ahead and pretty much release an exact carbon copy of what we already had 5 years ago. But the flip side of that is it shows at least they're still thinking about these home devices, and they released one that people were happy with before, but presumably fixed all the issues. We'll see if they fix the crashes and all the nasty bugs that people saw before. They obviously fixed the price, and it goes to show that they are still at least somewhat thinking about these home speakers, and maybe we'll get something more in the future, like a smart speaker with a screen on it or something like that. Anyway, I know I'm going to be picking one up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching. I appreciate all y'all. Come along with me on my journey of renovating and modernizing this 1980s condo. Today, we're going to be replacing this chandelier, which, while nice, definitely dates the place. Took a gamble and bought this sketchy $200 chandelier directly from China, but it looked nice, so let's try it out. First things first, on the electrical projects, we're going to turn off the breaker and work on removing the old chandelier. We're going to expose the wiring here, and again, triple check the power is off using this voltage tester. Now we're going to remove the chandelier, undo the wiring, and pull it down. We're already halfway there. Now we took the new chandelier out of the box and remove some of the packaging and get ready to get it wired up. Now we're going to add the mounting plate to the roof, add in the light bulbs, and work on wiring up the wiring. This is pretty simple. Black to black, white to white, ground to ground. Screw in the mounting plate, and before we go any further, we're going to turn on the power to make sure it works. So we're going to flip on the breaker, flip on the light switch, and we have light. Next up, it has the second wire. This is just for support to have it hanging. It doesn't need to be wired up anywhere. We're going to use this laser level to make sure it's aligned and perfectly level and lined up to the wall. Take some measurements, get it marked down, and then we're going to screw the mounting plate in. This wire then mounts up into the mounting plate, and then we all have to do is adjust the height, and we're almost there. This thing's already looking great. Measure it out one more time, make sure we got it right, and we did. Looks good. Turn on the lights, and it's finally all coming together. Last finishing touch are going to be these glass globes. They just screw on the end here. Super happy with how this thing's turning out so far, as you can see by my ecstatic reaction. These globes really bring it all together, and for $200, I honestly can't believe the quality of this thing. So we got it all buttoned up, almost ready for the final reveal. Before we do that, let's just make sure it's still working. Looks good. Last thing we're going to do is swap out the dirty old light switch that was controlling this thing. Not only does it look ugly, but it's not smart, and that's unacceptable in our smart home here. We're going to remove the old light switch and replace it with this new one, which not only looks 100 times better, but also lets us fully control the light with our smart home, whether it's with our voice, automations, or our cell phones. Now that we got all that buttoned up, let's just triple check it's working. It is, and for the final reveal, I am so happy with how this thing turned out. For $200, I can't believe how well it fits in with the place. The quality feels great. It fits that mid-century modern look that we're going for. It was a pretty easy project too. Don't let doing something like this intimidate you. Obviously be safe with electricity and everything, but it's a pretty manageable project. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos, and I appreciate all of you.